Don't just live for tomorrow, or just live in yesterday. Just be glad for all you have that's in today.
Hey everyone, Connie here. One Piece, episodes 914 to 917. I'm recording this right after the last one. Um, um, I can't speak. I'm recording this right after the last one because I can't. And it's like, I need to see more. Um, Kaido, Dragon, holy fuck. When the screen fades to black, pause as a redirect, go to the description below, follow link to reaction after you watch it, come back here, resume, play. Everything after it fades to black and fades back in is my afterthoughts. Will contain spoilers for these 4 episodes. Thank you for tuning in. See you at the reaction. And we are back and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. Jeez, my hair is so messed up. Just so much shit. Yeah, like, you have no idea how, like, remember in the other reaction when I got, like, super fucking stressed over Otama being in the mouth of Holdem's belly lion thing? Remember how freaking stressed I was about that? That just got turned up to 11. Like, when I thought she died, I was so distraught over that. Like, I lost it. And God, just the relief when we found out she was alive. It's just. This arc is clearly. I get what these episodes were doing. I get what this arc is doing. It's trying to make us hate Kaido that much more. I get that. I understand. It's trying to show us just how evil and fucked up and just horrible Kaido is. But God, that was so fucking intense. Like, and it's not even just the Otama stuff. It's the entire fight with Luffy. Like, my God, the entire like question about if anyone even survived the attack. The fact that he kept using that same attack after the amount of destruction he caused with just the first one. It's like, oh yeah, let's show off the most horrifying, deadly attack we've ever seen in this entire series. Just completely obliterate your mind. And then let's just do them rapid fire over and over again. My God. And then Luffy, once Kaido sobered up, like I presumed, Luffy was handily destroyed in battle. Kaido completely destroyed him in one hit. And although he was able to somehow use the color of the Supreme King while unconscious, he was still taken into custody and thrown in prison with Kid. And meanwhile, Law managed to escape after finding out that Wano is the originator of the Sea Prism Stone. Holy shit. And there are Sea Prism Stone nails, which can be used as weapons. Holy shit. We found out how our heroes survived thanks to the old Kunoichi, who saved them with a pitfall. As well, Chopper, of course, he helped. Zoro, Robin, Usopp, all of them found out about Luffy's battle with Kaido, and we got the meme faces because you gotta have the meme faces. Seriously, I've seen those everywhere online. They were super big. People were memeing the hell out of them. So again, I didn't know the context behind them, but it makes sense. And it's just like everything is kind of coming together. We have the end of Act 1. We have preparations for Act 2 starting, but we're also seeing a lot of other stuff going on in the world. We see that Mihawk is planning to leave the island. Perona's leaving to go find Moria, who we find out is on the pirate island run by Blackbeard. Absalom is just fucking dead, and Shiryu has his devil fruit power now. Katarina has a devil fruit power that turns her into a nine-tailed fox, which in turn can cause her to transform into pretty much anyone. And Blackbeard is just sitting pretty on his throne, just not even worrying about shit because he's at the top of the world right now. Also, Moria is probably going to die. So I feel really sad for Perona. Because Ghost Princess don't deserve that pain and sorrow. I really did not expect the act to end like that. I didn't expect an actual ending of an act like that to show up on screen, especially with who I presume is Momonosuke's sister playing us out like she played us in. Um, it's got to be right. I'm not crazy. Like I swear the hair color was the same. Um, but we saw Kinemon checking in on his wife Otsuru, who's continuing to be awesome and just beautiful and wonderful and just a great person, helping out with whoever she can, trying to help fix them up after being injured and everything. There's also a kid staring at Kinemon. Nothing really came of that. I think it was just supposed to be a joke that Kinemon wasn't being very sneaky, maybe. Um, and yeah, other than most of that was like just the fight and the aftermath of it, and then of course the stuff happening elsewhere. We find out that Sabo and the Revolutionary Army they had actually acted on their attempt to free Kuma and had fought with two of the admirals. Didn't tell us what came of it, but we found out that there was a fight. Also, we got kind of like little hints that something was said at the reverie that was weird, according to Mihawk. So I don't know what the deal with that is either. It's like they're giving us little hints. It's like we had an entire arc that was supposed to be dedicated to the reverie. It ends right as the reverie is beginning, so we don't actually get the reverie. And then the one time it like mentions it so far afterwards, we still don't get any actual information. We just get a tease. So whatever happened at the reverie is clearly meant to be a big deal. Whatever was said that's weird is meant to be something that Oda is building up to. Which I mean, I understand the point for that, but still. Um, so Luffy's in prison with Kid. There's someone else in there who apparently don't give him fish bones. I the shadow kind of looked like it might have been one of those samurai that they were told to look out for. Because we saw the other one. He was in town. He's kind of reverted back into being a bandit leader. And yeah, not much seemed to have come of that yet, but that's going to come into play, obviously. Um, it's just like we have a lot of setup for where this is going to go. We have a lot of setup. We have a lot of things going on. We have the entire mission about handing off those flyers to people with the symbol on their ankles. We have all of our crew pretty much having their own missions and doing their own things. Um, it's just it. I'm just wondering where it's going to go from here. Having this massive of a fight in Act One, how do you top that? How is that going to be topped? Like, what are they going to do from here on out? Kaido is the main villain of this arc. More so than Orochi, who we haven't even seen yet. Kaido is definitely the main villain of this arc, and we have a big, huge boss battle with him right away. And granted, Luffy was only even standing a chance because Kaido was drunk, but once he sobered up, like I said before, Kaido wiped the floor with Luffy, like I knew he would. God, it's just so fucking intense for only like only the first act. It's, I don't know where it's going to go from here. But God, am I excited for it. um, Honestly, like I've already talked about how much I love this arc. Like even before now, I've talked about how much comparatively I was excited for this arc and how much I've been loving it so far. After the way that this first act ended, one, I can see why there was more after what we had before, and it definitely ended at the right point for the first act. Um, but honestly, with how this ended, with this big battle against Kaido, with Kaido's power being shown, Luffy, his intense power, the stuff with Otama, and everything that happened in these last episodes, the stuff with the time travel being explained and everything, and just awesome characters, awesome villains, awesome plot points. It's like this is something that I'm not 100% confident on yet. So I'm still going to wait to say for 100% certain. But I'm at least 90% certain for just your random, incomprehensible, stupid percentage to use. I'm at least 90% certain that One Piece just surpassed Carol and Tuesday for me and became my favorite show of all time. And again, as I've said with other stuff, it might be the hype talking. That's why I'm not saying I'm 100% certain. It might just be the hype talking. And I've always loved One Piece. I've always considered it one of my favorites, but I think it just got number one for me. Just the pure range of emotions and the intensity of said emotions that I felt in these episodes. I just recorded like 8 episodes back to back, 2 reaction videos for this back to back because of I could not end there. I could not end where it left off before. I could not end on 913. I had to continue into 914 and on. And again, this show has done stuff like that with me before, but it's just something. It hit a new high for me. The intensity of the emotions, the just pure investment in the story and the characters and everything just hit a new high for me. Like my fear and feelings towards what happened with Otama here alone was probably the strongest pure emotion I had felt for this series since Nico Robbins' I Want to Live declaration in Eni's lobby. And that's saying a lot. Because you guys know Robin is my favorite character, and you guys know I've mentioned it before. I Want to Live is my favorite moment in the entire series. But this is the strongest emotion I have felt while watching this series since then. I was that distraught when I thought she died. I was beyond broken from that. And the relief that filled me when we found out she was alive, thanks to Duke finding her and everything, was just the biggest relief possible. So I can't say for 100% certain right now, but I think it has surpassed Carol and Tuesday and become my number one. I'm gonna have to calm down. I'm gonna have to just think a little more into it before I confirm anything. Um, and maybe I'll have to end up seeing more as well to really get a grasp at things. And it could change at any time too. I could end up going back on that, and it could end up doing something that I'm not as big a fan of that brings it down again for me. It's possible. Or another show might end up surprising me to such a high degree that it becomes my favorite. But it's like, at this point, it's just, that was such intense emotion that I felt there. Like, I, you saw how I started this redirect video. You saw how I ended the last one. You saw the emotions I was portraying. Like, just, you saw how I was emoting during the reactions and everything. How intense that was. It's I've had other shows hit me hard, but it's like this show just hit me really fucking hard. And I'm glad for that. I'm excited for that. Cuz this was only act 1. If this kind of shit continues, like, holy shit. If act 2 and act 3 are just as good, if not better, then it's unquestionable how high in regard I will hold this series. But we'll see. We shall see. And again, I'm gonna. I'm not gonna just change my lists or whatever right off the bat. I'm gonna give it a lot more thought first. But either way, I do want to hear what you thought of these episodes of One Piece, this end to Act 1, and just Act 1 in general. Tell me your thoughts on all of this and more. And thank you so much for continuing to tune in. Like I had said prior, we should be able to catch up with this by May. So before you know it, we'll be watching as it airs. And it's going to be almost a little sad to not have 4 episodes a week anymore, but God, it's going to be so good at the same time. Um, it's going to be nice to be caught up, and it's just going to be like so much hype at the same time, just week to week, even more so than normal. But yeah, tell me your thoughts, and thank you so much for continuing to tune in. Yeah, we will be beginning Act 2 soon, so keep tuning in. And for now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.